Next is the second variation is called a indirect or inverse proportion. So what is the indirect or inverse proportion? Inverse, it means the opposite. So opposite of direct proportion. So two quantities may change in such a manner that if one quantity is increased and the other quantity is decreased, so you can say that that is a indirect proportion. Now suppose x and y are the two quantities, so x will be increased and y is decreased, so that is called a indirect proportion. Or you can say x is decreased and y is increased, so this is always called a indirect proportion. So now here we give an example. If we increase the speed of train, this is the example of indirect proportion. Increase the speed of train, so time taken to cover this distance is also decreased. Now similarly, the number of workers increase, so time taken to finish the job also decrease. Now let x and y are the two inverse quantities, so you can say that xy equal to k, where k is a constant. Xy equal to k, x and y where are the two quantities. Now suppose let x1 and y1 are the two quantities, so you can written as x1 y1 equal to k. This is equation 1. Now let x2 and the y2 are two quantities, so x2 y2 equal to k. This is equation 2. Now equating equation 1 and 2. Equating equation 1 and 2. So x1 y1 equal to x2 y2. And you can written as x1 upon x2 equal to y2, and by transpose to right hand side, so y2 upon y1. And you can written as x1 ratio x2 equal to y2 ratio, you can say both are the ratios are proportion, x1 upon x2 equal to y2 upon y1, or you can say x1 ratio x2 is proportion. This sign will be called a proportion sign, proportion to y2 ratio y1, and x1 ratio x2 is equal to the y2 ratio y1. So that is called a inverse or indirect proportion.